Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a
Hello, everybody. Hi, Courtney. I hope everybody's doing really good today. I have not watched any of the TPOs from yesterday. I understand there was something good, but I recorded it without listening to it at all. So I think we're gonna go through some of that together, real, fully raw, if you will. I hope everybody is doing really great today. I am. I did my hair myself. Actually, that's probably obvious, but proud of that. So I'm teaching myself. I'm going through hair boot camp, and then sometimes I find these like straight pieces, and I'm like, "Where did you come from, girl? What are you doing? What was she doing? Where did she fly away from?" Anyways, so indulge me as I go through hair boot camp with you as my witness. Yeah. Also, I went to the mall today. Just like my day off, I wanted to pick up perfume. I painted my nails and my toenails. They match. I'm feeling pretty good. Already a very productive day off. Impressively. Very impressively. I love how we've lost people. Like, people started in and they're like, I'll watch this. And then I started talking. They're like, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. Anyways, let's go ahead. I'm going to try not to, I'm very used to running my hands through my hair, which you can't really do with this kind of hair unless you have curly hair naturally. I don't. Spoiler alert. So, Courtney. Oh, fuck. You're funny. We're all funny. In our own little ways. I took off the death filter, or I've took off the filter, by the way. This is like my real skin. Anyways, and I tanned yesterday, which you really can't see, but I just want you to know that in person, I look like if I did it again, I would look strange. So, anyways, over to Thurston County. Like I said, all I know is that there was one decent case because someone we know, a YouTuber better than I, made it into a video. Oh my god. Why is it so hard for me to find the files? 825. That's the file. Hi, William. Yes, silence is golden. Have you told Holly that lately? Have you told her? Honey, could you shut the fuck up? Maybe occupy your mouth with my dick? That line
Right,
always
next one
hurts
party
me.
case is Zoe Acosta. Actually,
Hi, good morning.
see you
Hi,
logged in there.
Zoe.
And then the respondent in that case is Monica Evans, and this is case number 25-260. All right, final call for Monica Evans. All right, there's no response. Now looking in my court file, I do not see that notice of hearing was served on Miss Evans.
Hi, cellulite yoga pants.
So, Ms.
I'm gonna shake my
Acosta,
hair up
would
now.
you
I
like
haven't
me to
shaken it yet.
reset this so that you can get Miss Evans served?
Yes, please. We are trying
Yes,
to find
please.
her current address. I did have to hire a private investigator to look into where she's living, and they've gone to, I think, 2 different addresses or just one address, and they haven't been able to find out where she's currently living. They just have previous addresses of hers. But I believe they're still looking. So if there's any way that we could continue this until they could find out where she lives.
Mhm. Yes,
That would be
yeah, I'm gonna do that for you.
Thank you.
And the next hearing date, it's gonna be 2 weeks. I just need to look at my calendar here and see where that lands. That's gonna be September 8th, same time, 9 o'clock, same courtroom for the hearing.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate this, Your Honor.
And then the temporary order that was originally issued is extended.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. And the court clerk will send you your copies for service.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, copy that. Weapons. Copy that.
There you go. And then next is Lillian Vaughn versus Jordan Gorin. Petitioner Lillian Vaughn, final call. This is number 25-278. All right, and Ms. Gorin, you're present, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, it looks like you did get notice for this hearing. I know you're involved in another one, but
Oh my God, the
another
one day
two,
I,
I should
I
say.
curl my hair and she's got
But
the
this
straight
one,
hair.
25-278 will be dismissed as the petitioner has not appeared.
Girl, in court, give me 6 months. I'll put my belly button ring back in and replay that. Probably not. Weapons, we're a little more versed in how courts talk to people, how lawyers talk to courts, how Canadian wannabe YouTubers, that's me, talk to people. You know, that kind of shit. But we love it. We love it.
So that
Also, my
one,
hair's blonde.
25-278 is dismissed.
But I have white hair. So it's only highlighted. Some of this is my real hair.
Next case with one party present is Angela Marinella. Would you mind having a seat at the table there? Yep. And then the respondent in that case is Sherry Grimes.
Doesn't look like she's here.
Okay, 25-281. Looking at my court file, it does not appear that notice of the hearing has been served on Ms. Grimes.
Okay,
Okay, so would you like me to reset this to give you an opportunity to get her served?
yes, but I'm wondering if I can ask a question or two.
You can ask a question, sure.
The day I got the order,
Mhm. Which was
a week
August 15th.
on a Friday, which was the day after the incident, I was getting in my car with the order in my hand, and the officer called me and told me he had just arrested her again for assaulting her grandfather. But because of things he knew about her, instead of taking her to jail, he took her to St. Peter's.
All right.
And then they removed her to a facility in Marysville. I've been in touch with her mother, who said that as of Saturday, she didn't know she'd been let out or not. And the officer who called me right after I got my order. He met me and I gave it to him and he said he would serve her, but he was unable to do so. So he gave it to his desk sergeant. So it is unknown whether or not she was released on Friday. She had a court hearing at the facility on this last Friday. And so her mother said that when and if they release her, she has to provide an address. But I don't know if her mother is allowed to have that address or not. And I don't know if the police have it. So my
My
question
friend
is
Christopher.
there-
I'm sorry you can't hear her. She is quiet. Something I'm not often accused of. Jonathan, feel better. I hope you're doing well. I know you've been having a rough time. We're thinking of you. Christopher Angleby, one and only. I love you too. Thank you so much for the support. 21 months. Amazing. Amazing to think back on the last 21 months together. If you haven't been there for the whole time, well, you have a lot to catch up on. Oh my gosh. The trials. The tribulations. I'm not kidding. We have watched some trials and tribulations. No fucking joke. And thank you, Christopher, again, for your support. I love you.
a way I can obtain that information and tell the police so they can serve her?
Yeah, I won't be able to answer that for you. But I'll tell you, if she's committed because of a mental health reason, there's privacy rules around that, and the institution where she is, they won't disclose that to law enforcement or anybody else.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so, but again, I don't know what the circumstances of that are, so that,
I do.
that's
I
not,
can
you
tell
can't
you if
take
you
that
want
as
me.
legal advice.
Okay. The, because of the situation, I would like to request, I don't remember the term you used, but some more time so that perhaps she could be served.
I've reset your hearing to September 8th.
Okay, and this is my last request respectfully. I'm gonna be out of town. And as soon as I could come would be September 15th. Is that possible?
I can only extend the hearing 2 weeks since a temporary order was issued.
Bill, this
Is it
lady's
possible
about
for
to
somebody-
have a fucking mind orgasm. You got here just in time. Cellulite yoga pants. You're fucking hilarious. Sliding into somebody's DMs. Anyways, also this lady is literally about to cream her pants about something we've all known about for a long time. Zoom? Zoom, 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 baby?
For someone to come for me?
Yeah, you can hire an attorney to represent you for the hearing.
Huh.
Or you can do it by Zoom. with,
Oh, I
like,
can do it
these
by Zoom?
people. Yeah, you can see there are a number of people on, you can't see the screen right now, but on my screen, there are a number of people. Yeah, you can participate in the hearing by Zoom. That's perfectly okay.
I don't suppose you happen to know if you can do it from another country?
Sure.
You can?
Mhm.
How about that? Is
You
there
can do it
instructions?
from
for-
anywhere.
Is there instructions for
It's
that?
on the information that we've already given you. There's a Zoom instruction sheet
On my restraining order thing here?
in the packet that you were given when you initially filed the case. Yep, there's Zoom instructions in there.
Okay, so that would
You can
be,
call in from anywhere.
okay, and did you say,
You can call in from anywhere in the world and tell me that I look dressed to kill, baby. And you want to be the victim? Christopher, you're full of all the good lines. You're making me blush. I love you too, baby. Thank you so much. So much. Seriously, this lady is like, I don't know. I'm getting Karen vibes. I'm getting privilege vibes. I don't know. Hi, Hector. Hi. But already I'm having a great night. Naybel, how are you doing? Hope you're well. This lady is just having a mind orgasm about being able to do Zoom from another country. Ma'am, do you think the internet doesn't exist in other countries? Like, what?
September 8th.
September 8th, which is Monday, just like this, also at 9 o'clock. And if you're somewhere else, make sure you remember the time difference. Because if you don't show up at 9 o'clock
Oh, of course.
here,
Okay.
we'll figure you're not here. As you can see, that can result in a case getting dismissed. Yeah, they'll take care of giving you all of that.
So I go
From
to
the
the
counter.
counter and they give me a packet?
Yeah.
So it's September 8th at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Adam's
it's right there on the
birthday
front page
coming
of that
up
order.
September
Thank
8th.
you.
Nana's
You're
birthday is in
welcome.
September as well.
Great. Thank you so much for your time.
You're
Oh my
welcome.
god, thank
And have a
you.
good day, both of you.
You as well.
Bye-bye now.
I think I have one more case with one party present, and that's Vase Nahoy.
Is who? Vase Nahoy.
There we go. And the respondent in that case, respondents, Marcel and Blanche Andrews.
That's literally what I said. Vase
This is case
Nahoy.
25-283. Final call for Marcel and Blanche Andrews. All right, no answer. Okay, so looks like the respondents have not been served. So Ms. Hoy, would you like this hearing to be reset so that you can serve them notice, or are you gonna want the court to dismiss the case?
I would like the hearing to be reset, please, Your Honor.
All right, we'll extend this for 2 weeks to September 8th so that you can get the respondents served. Just fill out the order for you. Okay, all right,
Vesna,
I've
you
extended
look
your
miserable.
temporary order for those 2 weeks so you
Try to
can
smile.
get the respondents served.
Great, thank you.
All right, see you in 2 weeks.
Well, I was just thinking that. I was like, what could I do that would be
All right,
special? And I
and
said,
then
well,
I think
in
we're
my
down
mind, I
now to the
thought,
cases where two parties.
oh, well, if you, I'm terrible. If you send me a special outfit, I'll wear it on your birthday. I am shameless. It's terrible.
Parties are present, both parties are present. So I'm going to call those, and I'm going to start with Brian Van Quatham versus Jay Stevenson. All right, and Mr. Van Quatham, would you mind having a seat on this side, and then Mr. Stevenson on this side, which would be your left. This will be case number 25-279. It's got to make a couple notes here.
Well, Bill, I'm a woman of my word.
Okay, so Mr. Stevenson, you got served with notice of the hearing and a copy of the petition?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so here's how this is gonna go, and this will apply to everybody else. So it's probably worth your time to listen to this, but for these hearings, what I'll do is I'll start by swearing the parties in. The person who filed the petition, who started the case, the petitioner, they'll get to go first and tell me why they believe they're entitled to a protection order. And after I've heard from the petitioner, I'll hear from the respondent and be the same thing. You testify about the situation and why you believe that the person's.
Streamlabs, pop it up so I can say thank you. Please? Bruh! Bruh! Also, I used up all those band-aids. I was putting them upside down. Is Christopher gonna push it through? He did. Christopher pushed it through by gifting a membership to you. That person on the screen. Kit Kat Vlogs 368. I want to watch. I hope you vlog about Kit Kats. I'm there. I will be checking that out. And Iggy Stardust, John Lindy. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support always. And no problem. You know I'm about creator on creator love. That's one of my kinks. I'm sort of kidding. No, I'm being serious. I love seeing people do well. So I'm so glad that you're here and that you support the channel. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Are we getting to our first case? I think this is it. You knew I would wear them upside down. Well, I'll tell you, it's a very subtle way to get your message across, baby. Ah! That's not very subtle. That wasn't subtle at all. In fact, beautifully inappropriate. First of all, legal fiction. A boss. The subtlety is your middle name. Well, that's a Lee. Subtlety-ish? Subtlety? Seriously, thank you so much. That's amazing. And everybody look at that getting gifts. I love the names. I'm reading through them all. Some of them I know. Some of them I don't know yet. But I hope to. If you got a membership, come and say hi. We don't bite unless you like that. And then, you know, as long as there's consent, baby. Seriously, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Look at, this has been quite the month for memberships. And don't think I've forgotten about our pool party, was it bathing suit party? Before the end of August. Mac, hi, hope you're well. Been thinking about you too. Thank you again, Legal Fiction. Amazing. Amazing.
Not entitled to an order. And I'll consider what you've said, and I'll also consider anything that's been filed in your
There's
case.
Beverly!
The petition, any documents, witness statements, anything like that. And then I'll make a decision as to whether or not to issue the order. That decision that I make will be based on a couple of things. One, the preponderance of the evidence standard. That means the petitioner has the burden of proof. The petitioner has to prove by a preponderance of the evidence that they're entitled to that order under the law. And two, I'm going to apply the law that applies. The law regarding harassment, if it's an anti-harassment order, or domestic violence, if it's a domestic violence protection order, that sort of thing. There are different standards for each one, and I'll explain those as I get to my decision. Okay. So during the time the other party is addressing me about their case, I'll ask you to just please listen, even if you believe the other party's telling me things that aren't true. If you disagree with what they have to say, just don't interrupt them. Don't make a scene. It's not necessary. Keep in mind that you either have already told me your side of the story, or in a minute or two, you're going to get your opportunity to tell me your side of the story. And I expect, you know, as with any case, there's going to be different facts or, you know, different perspectives on the case. All right, with that all in mind, then I'm going to ask you, please, both of you to raise your right hands. And do you each swear the testimony that you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do. Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, so Mr. Van Quatham, you get to go first.
Okay. This basically all got started after their dog killed ours. That's when this whole thing, I mean, we had our run-ins, yes. But Jay and I did have, a few good neighborly talks here and there. But Jay has assaulted me before. He has spit on me. He put his forehead on my chest before. He has threatened his dogs on us multiple times. I have everything on paper.
Sir, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. First of all, I haven't heard any of this before. You are seeing me hear it for the absolute first time, not even listening in the background. Secondly, Christopher, thank you again. Have a good time at work. We'll be thinking of you. Third thing, Beverly, we love you. I'm glad that you had your tooth taken care of. I hope you start feeling better soon. Please rest up, and we love you. Casey Carey, hello. John will talk about the bikini versus a full piece later. And sixthly, is that a novelty beard? Juan? I don't know. What do we know? Also, we need to back it up like 20 seconds and just listen to this again and unpack it, because unlike most litigants, he put the whole story in the first 2 sentences. Seriously.
But Jay and I did have, a few good neighborly talks here and there. But Jay has assaulted me before. He has spit on me.
Christopher, sending gifts on your way out the door. I love you so much, Christopher. Thank you so much. And look at that, 5 more new members. You guys, we are going to have a shindig this... Ah! Wait! Christopher! Oh my gosh. Okay. Wild. Absolutely wild. I'm just saying, we're having a shindig this week. We're having a bathing suit party this week. Christopher's gifting memberships left, right, and center. Legal fiction as well. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Memberships. Okay, we have to go back and listen to this guy again. He's full of shocking shit. Look at the judge. You understand? Oh, not that far. I guess that far. Everybody, I thought to say this, but did you raise your hand at home? Because you have to. Thank you again, guys.
That you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do. Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, so Mr. Van Quatham, you get to go first.
Okay. This basically all.
Oh shit, Christopher, you've summoned Loud Elvis and Flusha with your gifts. Oh, you're so generous. Oh my god. Look at you. 15 members tonight? I'm fucking blown away. I am so thankful and appreciative, and I love you so much, Christopher. You are amazing. Welcome, new members. Woo! Holy shit. Can this guy get his sentence out? I don't think so. We've actually had that happen, Mac. Fun question. I love you too, Christopher. Fun. That's not a fun situation. We notice it when it stops getting given out in the chat, and YouTube Daddy refunds people, supposedly. Ah! Oh no. Ah! You guys, 2 can play at this game, Legal Fiction says. Oh my, ah! No, you guys. This is out of control. Oh my god! Crap. Legal fiction with 10 more, then Christopher slipping in again after he says bye for a second time. You guys, Sir Philip, you've walked into an absolute madhouse. I'm yelling now. Holy shit, did they all get given out? I think they did so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. Was that 4 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. We might have hit the limit. I don't like to press it. You guys are too generous. I love it so much. And memberships are the gifts that keep on gifting. Because, first of all, thank you very much for helping me extend what was a short TPO hearing. But secondly, seriously, the gift to other people is such a great way to give to a creator, and I really appreciate you guys. Wow. Legal Fiction and Christopher riding, if we had a monorail, riding it together off into the night, and I'm loving it. I believe that we are 1 minute into this case. That's all I'm gonna say. They all got handed out. Woo! Woohoo! Oh, that calls for boob jiggles. That calls for boob jiggles. Because that means that we could still give out more. Oh, what a joy. What a joy. Oh, I'm hearing phantom sounds now. Okay, come on.
All got started after their dog killed ours. That's when this whole thing, I mean, we had our run-ins, yes. But Jay and I did have, a few good neighborly talks here and there. But Jay has assaulted me before. He has spit on me. He put his forehead on my chest before. He has threatened his dogs on us multiple times. I have everything on paper trail. He always wants to fist fight me, and I told him I'm not a fighter. And when his dog killed ours, this is why we're here. Because no one seems to care that our dog got killed by their Roddy, and no one wants to do nothing about it.
Can you tell me when this happened?
If you didn't believe me before about not watching this ahead of time, then you better believe me now. What a downer! This is so depressing. We're having such an amazing night. Also, yeah, isn't there like a defending your dog sort of doctrine? Like, that's your property, right? Aren't you allowed to defend that? I don't know. Oh, you guys, I just realized I'm gonna make spring rolls tonight. Should I make a video of it? I'm gonna make spring rolls. I have all the ingredients. Ooh.
I have a paper trail, but it's in my truck.
So to the best of your recollection, when did the dog situation happen?
I do believe June 11th.
This year?
Oh,
June
I will
11th?
be making
Yes.
summer
Okay,
rolls
now you
too.
said-
By the way, Legal Fiction, I love a good summer roll, and I have a really good peanut butter dipping sauce recipe. But I'll probably make like a batch of spring rolls and then some summer rolls too for tonight for dinner. Thank you for the reminder. Woo! What a good dinner we're gonna have. Woo!
He always threatens you. That's kind of vague. Can you tell me specifically any incidents and
He
when
just
they
wants to
occurred?
fight me all the time.
Okay.
He wants to,
I need to ask you a question about that.
Okay,
So how do you know that he wants to fight you? What does he do or say that makes you think that he
he
wants
shows
to
me his
fight you?
fist. He said, come on. And I'm getting tired of it.
Now, are you two neighbors?
Yes,
Is that next door neighbors, same
Yes.
apartment complex? How?
no, it's just two houses on a dead end road.
All right, so Mr. Van Quaithem, what you wrote in your petition is this. You wrote, "Fear the Roddy can escape the cage in the front yard and attack us or dogs." That's all you wrote in your petition.
Yes,
And then for past incidents, you wrote threats and you wrote stalking.
yes. They're always taking pictures of us. I want that stopped too.
So now it's pictures too.
Yes, sir. Every time we go outside, we see a flash on their cameras. They have blocked the road so we can't, so it makes it really hard for me to back my truck around.
Yeah,
I
have they
always
served the
managed
dog?
to do it.
I don't think we have proper service on the
They haven't
dog.
done that for a while, but they have blocked the road or the driveway. Excuse me. I shouldn't say road, but yeah, driveway.
So is this like a public road or a common driveway?
It's a common road. Or a
No
common
proper
driveway,
service on the common road, American courts. Hi. Thanks for joining us today. Love to see you in the chat. Hope you are well. I just realized I got some new weed today, and it is called Pina Colada, baby. Does anybody want one? I'm gonna have one. Woo! It's a pubic driveway. Holy shit. Be careful. You know, we've had a period fence in Thurston County, by the way. That's a really funny case. Really funny case that was. Weird. But now we've got a pubic road, I'm just joking. Anyways, nice to see you. Glad you're here. Hit the like button while you're here, by the way. I think that checkmark likes count double. I've heard that. I don't know, though. Maybe that's just a rumor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Van Quaithem, is there anything else I need to know?
I don't think so right now.
Okay, well, there won't be a later, so if there's
Yeah, I
any,
understand.
if there's any other information you wanted to tell me when you came in today, now
Yeah,
is the time.
I'm just sorry about, I'm just getting tired of all the threats. I'm tired of his wife, Teresa, threatening me with a gun. She has done that in the past.
Well, you didn't file for a protection order against his wife. So
Well, we did.
We're talking about.
That's a whole
Mr.
different case,
Stevenson.
though.
All right, I'm gonna let Mr. Stevenson tell me his side of it. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Stevenson.
Good morning, Your Honor. On August 13th, I moved back to the residence. I had moved to Cedar Woolley for 4 months, doing a work contract. During that time in June, I received a call mid-June, around the 15th or so, from Teresa stating that her dog had gotten out of the house, was let out of the house, and ran over to the neighbor's house and got into it and had unfortunately killed their dog. Animal control came out to the home on the 14th of August and inspected the kennel that we installed in the front yard per the requisite of animal control. And they found us to be in compliance and that it to be, they said, the most sturdy and best looking kennel they had ever seen, and that we did a great job, top and bottom covered, full steel bars. Since we were in compliance, I didn't realize that there was going to be any further issue. And then I was served the following day stating what was in the packet, that he felt.
Oh my god, you guys, this is one of those deep fake ads about the kennel, isn't it? Link in the description below. Get your best ever kennel. Hashtag not a sponsor. Hashtag a fucking bad joke.
Felt that the dog could get out of the enclosure and felt threatened by that. Never at any point have I threatened him. Never at any point have I blocked the common easement. What we had done in the past was pulled our vehicles to the edge of our property, to the edge of the easement, to prevent all the vehicles from coming down our road and doing a U-turn in our driveway. The road's supposed to be a through road. It's on maps as a through road. It is not, because our neighbors, Mr. Van Queetham has a trailer, a Connex, and a swimming pool blocking the road from going all the way through. That being the case, and since the county had not rectified it, we decided to pull our vehicles to the edge of the easement so that vehicles would stop pulling into our property and into our front yard from turning around. But it doesn't stop anybody from getting into their own private properties or from using the easement. There's been a long-standing history of Mr. Van Queetham's screaming obscenities and threats, threatening to shoot Teresa, her son, her daughters, myself, my animals. I never took him seriously, so I never escalated it. He called a false report in saying that I had a firearm. I'm a convicted felon. I don't have firearms. I will never try to obtain a firearm. I don't require or want to have a firearm. Neither does Teresa. She doesn't have one in the home, not even in the safe, nor has she ever for the last 8 years that we've been together. That couldn't be allowed. I will not risk my safety or my personal freedom for a person's hobbies or whatever they may have to need a firearm. Beyond that, Your Honor, I don't know what else to present. I do not want any sort of altercation with our neighbors. I personally do not want an interaction with our neighbor. None of it has ever been positive. It started on day one. I went over to introduce myself on our first day of getting the property. There was 3 of their guests' vehicles parked over on our property. And I went to introduce myself and was given an eye roll from Mr. Van Queetham as if it was from a child. And then he just started immediately cussing. And I said, whoa, I'm sorry, we got off on the wrong foot. I was just trying to introduce myself and ask that you guys please don't park over here anymore. He continued to scream at me and tell me that the previous owners of the home, before he had died, had no problem with it whatsoever. I calmly smiled and said, sir, that guy's passed away. He no longer lives here. We own the property now and we don't know you. And also you have plenty of property to park your own vehicles on your property. There's no reason to park it in front of our garage. From that point, the relationship was unhealthy. Every time there seemed to be an opportunity for us to talk, it was glares and burnouts in my front yard and stopping and staring into our home, very threatening and menacing. Like it was very uncomfortable, to say the least.
Okay.
I would just like for the behavior to stop.
Okay. Well, I think I can address some of this. First of all, with regard to the dogs, that's not a anti-harassment order case. There's Thurston County Animal Services that deals with those situations if there are violations of the animal code. And if you feel like you've been damaged by the actions of his dog, you can bring an action for damages, but that's not an anti-harassment order case. With regard to your easement or shared or common property, this court doesn't have subject matter jurisdiction over that issue. If you want to resolve the issue about how the easement is used, you would have.
Judge, be careful. If you say that again, you're gonna draw out the soft sits. I have tried glass filters, Winter Witch. I smoke a lot of joints, and they get. That's the problem. smoke a lot of joints. But I have tried glass filters, and I just, I need probably like 20. Hey, Jen Regier. I think that, yeah, like I would need like 20. Because I smoke a lot of joints. But I've recently switched to glass straws, and I'm really enjoying it. So, you know, maybe I'll go back to the glass filters. They were like $3 when I bought one before. Anyways, also I roll big fat joints. Because I can. Because I buy my own weed, and I'm allowed to. If you ever go to a party with me, don't worry, because I will roll joints like this, but I'll always bring my own weed, so it's fine.
To bring that action in Thurston County Superior Court, it can't be done here, and it's not an anti-harassment issue. I can't find, based on the evidence presented here, either what's been filed in writing or what's been testified to by a preponderance of the evidence that any harassment has occurred. There is no substantiation to any of these allegations of threats or surveillance or anything like that. There's no proof, no substantial proof of a knowing and willful course of conduct directed by Mr. Stevenson to Mr. Van Quatham that seriously annoys, harasses, or is detrimental to him, or would cause a reasonable person to suffer emotional distress. I do not find those elements. The petition for an anti-harassment order is denied.
Denied. Get out those big D's, ladies and gentlemen, while the judge crosses or dots his I's and crosses his T's between
Give
you
you
and
both a
me.
copy of that.
This court has the pettiest of people. They are always fighting over the most random shit. Terrible neighbors. Terrible neighbors. Terrible. Terrible. But I think we do have
The temporary
one
order that the
goody
court
case.
issued back on August 14th is terminated.
Look at all those big D's in the house. If you're a new member, you got the big D emoji too. That's right. I made that. I did. Also, YouTube Daddy has started like classifying some of my playlists as podcasts. I'm not really
Since
sure
you're both
why.
Here, the court
I'm not
clerk
sure if
will
it's
give
like
you copies of the court's order, and then that will terminate the
length.
hearing for today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, denied. Big D in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, next case? Can we get a next? Can we get a next? Judge? Also, why was the judge last week different just for one day? Like, was somebody sick? Is everyone okay? I have questions, baby. Also, my hair is staying. I don't want to jinx it, but it's been 48 minutes. I think we have to confirm that hairspray works. It can be both. It could be denial, dismissal,
Yeah, the clerk
or
will tell you when it's your turn to come up here. and
even
give
just
your
a big
copy of the
dick.
order.
Thank you.
you know, big dick energy.
Okay. Come on up, Mr. Van Quatham.
But you also have emojis for a
Okay.
partial D and something
Stevenson.
else. But we are pretty liberal around here. You can do a lot of things with your D. With consent, of course.
And the next case is going to be Jamie Connolly
Sir
versus
Philip,
Jordan
thank
Doran.
you.
And you're Jamie Connolly? Okay, so make sure I know who's
okay,
who
before
here.
we get started, I will have a drink. Thank you so much, Sir Philip. And I love it when I get foreign currency like Australian dollars. It always makes me have a little giggle. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Thank you. And hey now, we're back in business here. Is that a belly? Is that a crop top I see? Is that a belly? Girl, I can get my belly out if you want. I don't think we want to yet, but holy shit. Hey now. Okay. here we go. Judge wishing he was appearing from home.
Doesn't matter.
Why don't you grab that one right there? And I've got two cases involving you both. There's 25-277. And that's the case, Ms. Connolly, where you filed for a protection order against Ms. Gorin.
Okay.
And then I have case 25-282, and that's the case with Ms. Gorin as the petitioner filing against Ms. Connolly. My intention would be to hear them both at the same time and make a decision in each case rather than doing it as two separate hearings.
Yes. That's fine.
Usually I do it that way. It usually makes sense. So, okay. So let's see. Let me make sure though, Ms. Gorin, that you're ready. I'm sorry, Ms. Connolly, you're ready?
Yep.
And Ms. Gorin, you're ready as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So the
Can
way
you
I'll
get
do
your
this
tits
is
out,
I'll hear from
please?
both of you. I'll start with Ms. Connolly, and then you can explain to me not only the reason that you think that there should be an order issued against Ms. Gorin, but since she's also filed against you, you can explain to me why you think that it shouldn't be issued against you. Same thing with you, Ms. Gorin. You can address both of those issues at the same time. All
Okay.
right? All right, and I can sort of keep that separated in my head, and I will decide them separately, but I will hear them together at the same time. All right. Okay, so can I have you both raise your right hands, please? And do both of you swear the testimony that you give in these matters will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Ms. Connolly, I'm gonna let you go first as to both.
All right. So Jordan has a long history of domestic violence, harassment. She is still in an active case for beating up her ex's like new girlfriend or her friend or whoever it was. She has called my place of work, which I have no idea how she found out where I work because I've never had like any interaction about my personal life with her. She called my work and said that she had a restraining order against me and that I show up at her house and bang on her doors and throw rocks at her windows and stuff, which none of that is true. I've never thrown rocks at her window or at her or anybody. She didn't have a restraining order. And then she asked my manager if she could call corporate and tell them the same thing. And again, none of that is true. And then
Where do you work?
The Ram in Lacey.
Mhm.
Um,
Over by Galaxy Drive?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I showed up to work. My manager was like, hey, this girl called and said this, and this.
all right, I got you.
And then she also threatened to come to my house, which again, I have no idea like how she found out where I lived. I do have the videos and pictures didn't send through the email, but the clerk said that I can just tell you or show you if you need.
Well,
But-
you can't show me unless you want me to keep your phone.
okay.
Okay,
But I have a video of her saying that she Ubered to my house in the middle of the night because
Mhm.
she knew where I lived. And again, I've never told her like where I live at all. And then in July, so Joseph, which is her ex-boyfriend or her boyfriend, he told me that in July, Jordan asked if she would be able to beat me up if she tried, like insinuating that she was going to try. And then Joseph told her she wouldn't be able to beat me up. And then the only reason why like I'm still in contact with Joseph right now is because I'm the one who bailed him out. And I know that she's upset that I bailed him out. And then I know that her evidence for the thing against me is like a screenshot of no caller IDs. And I went to my AT&T account and I've never reached out to her like one time. The only time we've talked is either through Joseph or she's texted my phone numerous times, and I have a call log of her calling my number several times, but there's no like outgoing calls to her phone because I've never reached out to her at all. She's also texted me from her phone number and from another phone number. And the screenshots that I have show me saying like, stop texting me, stop texting me, stop texting me. And then the last one, it said like that I was gonna block the number and then call the police for harassment. And then on
the 12th, Jordan threatened to come to my house and break my stuff and ruin my car if I reached out to Joseph's mom, Lillian, which is his sister, or Joseph's dad. And then the police reports that she reported, there's like false accusations in there saying that I showed up to her house multiple times, like in the middle of the night. But I have like screenshots that show that I was at my house with my sister, and she can be a witness too. I was never like, I did not go to her house and throw anything at her or harass her or try to intimidate her or anything. And I have like, I can get my Apple Maps thingy too that shows where my phone was and that I was
So
at my house.
let me ask you a question then, because that's sort of the main point that she made in her petition against you, that you came to her residence in the early hours back on August 10th. So is that the incident you're referring to?
Yeah,
Okay.
or I don't know, but I know that she's made multiple reports that I showed up at her house, but the only reason why I even know who she is because Joseph, because I bailed them out. Like before all this happened, like I didn't contact her. I didn't do any, I didn't even know like who she was. And I think, yeah, I think that's it.
All right, I'll hear from Jordan, but I may need to ask you some questions after that, or
Okay.
I may give you an opportunity to respond to some of what she says, like I said, because there's petitions going both
Right.
ways here.
Oh, can I also say another thing?
Mhm.
So I can't remember the date, but when I first did this, she tried to put the petition on me the very next day, which I think is out of retaliation because I know that her aunt, it works in the court system and she gets all of her information from her aunt. So it was the very next day that she found out that it went through, that she went to the courthouse to get the restraining order or the protection order on me. So I feel like that was based off of like just retaliation.
All right, Ms. Gorin, you want to tell me your side of it?
Yes, Your Honor. I did reach out to her job to let him know when I did petition for the no contact order after she showed up to my house. I did reach out and let them know that that wasn't okay and that I would reach out to corporate if further things were going to continue to happen. On August 10th, me and my daughter were woken up in the middle of the night to Lillian Vaughn and Jamie Connolly banging on my front door. And by the time I could even get out of bed to come down the stairs, they had went around, and I have all this on camera of Jamie Connolly at my house on recorded, around my backyard trying to break into my sliding glass door. I have a police report. They called, which I believe is in retaliation over Joseph Vaughn. Joseph Vaughn has 3 assault felonies against me. Jamie Connolly did bail him out. That has nothing to do with me whatsoever. Me and Joseph have absolutely no contact. They called and made false accusations that Joseph Vaughn was there that night, claiming under the influence that he was here. When the police had arrived because I was going to call, Lillian was screaming she had already called. So when I went and opened the door, I had offered the officer, please come in and search the house. If you got this call, I have nothing to hide. Joseph Vaughn is not here. We are not in contact. The officer had free reign to come in and did clear that Joseph Vaughn was not here. They've been harassing me. Those no caller IDs were them because I've answered the phone numerous times. It was Jamie Conley and it was also Lillian Vaughn doing those no caller IDs. And at this point, I'm just sick of being harassed. She has came to my line of work. She has tried to reach out to my boss, which my boss can write a statement as well. I'm just sick of it at this point. My 5-year-old daughter is terrified still to go to bed when she hears noises because these drunk girls were throwing rocks, trying to bust, literally punching at my sliding glass door in the backyard. Like, intoxicated or not, we're grown adults. I have a child. They have threatened me, like threatened to shoot me. I've never been to Jamie Conley's house. I had to get her address from the police officer. She still hasn't been served the protection order. And at this point, it's just more of an exhaustion than anything. I don't know how any of my previous relations relate to this. I don't know why they're doing this other than this has to do with Joseph. They have said numerous times that, oh, they're going to get me back for what I did for putting Joseph in jail for assaulting me. And, at the end of the day, they can feel how they want to feel, but they're not going to come to my house and they're not going to do this, or I'm going to take further matters into my own hands as far as having to press charges for, I don't know, breaking into my backyard in the middle of the night, throwing things at my house, threatening me, numerous calls. I've never reached out to Jamie on a fake phone number. I've never reached out on my own number. And if it was way before any of this had ever arisen, and it was not in a hostile environment or situation. And she's the ex of my ex-boyfriend. So I do believe that there is lasting, emotions for this man. Like, she bailed him out $2,500. Like, she realized that he, I don't know, but his sister had said, like, she tried to get back together with him. He said no. She wanted her money back. I don't know if she thinks that something's going on, but we have a no contact order, and I've been following every single rule of that. And after the charges he's facing, there's nothing left there for me. Like, I have a 5-year-old daughter. I want better for me, and I don't want to be dealing with this. This is ridiculous. I don't deserve this. I'm fearful to be here. And the reason I put a no contact order on her, my aunt cannot disclose any information. She never has disclosed any information. I don't even know if she can even get that kind of information, but that was also false. They have been making false accusations numerous times now. And on top of that, I had to leave my house that night because I was scared, because they were saying they were going to shoot me, literally shoot me at my house. They were going to beat me up. They were threatening to beat me up. They were trying to open my sliding glass door while my 5-year-old daughter was screaming, crying in the background. I literally came back, got my things, and left over almost an hour away and stayed with my friend because I refuse to stay here. This isn't the first time I've made police reports, and it's just not coming to an end. And if this all revolves over a guy, she can have him. Like, hands are washed on that situation. I just can't fathom, as a grown adult, doing that in front of a 5-year-old child, intoxicated or not. I've heard in the past that she does drink a lot and she has a lot of issues, and I've been there, done that in my younger days. I'm not perfect. I have a past, and I'm not clueless to that. But that's not where my life is now, and that's not where I want it to be.
Okay. All right. So Ms. Connolly, I'll let you respond to that, and then I'll let Ms. Gorin respond, and then I'll make a decision. Okay.
Okay. I've never showed up to her workplace. She works at a bikini barista, so there's no reason for me to go to her workplace to do anything. Like, I've never gone there. I don't want to go there. Like, that's, I don't know. And everything, like, she said that that night she went to her friends, which that's a lie, because on her police report, she said that she took her daughter to her mom's house. So even right then, she was just lying. She's like a serial liar. Like, she's like, I don't even know what to say. None of that is true. I've never threatened her with a gun. Like, I've never harassed her. I've never showed up. She doesn't like even have her kid most of the time. Like, her mom takes her kid. If Lillian was here, she could be a witness. I was not there that night. It was Lillian and my other sister. I don't like, I have proof that I wasn't there that night. I don't really know what to say. None of it is true.
All right. I understand what you're telling me. All right. So, and Ms. Gorin, as I said, I'll give you a final opportunity to respond to any of the things that Ms. Connolly just said.
She 100% did show up to my house. It's on camera, and she 100% has showed up to my job. She has continuously harassed me. She will not leave it alone, and I just am done. Like, I just don't want this to continue anymore. I don't want her to be coming to my residence. And yes, that night I left and went to my mother's because that's what the cop recommended. The reason that my protection order wasn't, by the way, and I did reach out to her and say I was getting a protection order. So that's probably why I told her, I said, I left town. This is ridiculous. I'm getting a protection order against you. She then went and got one while I was out of town. So if anyone is retaliating anything, this is absolutely ridiculous. The only reason I'm here is to be able to protect me, myself, and my daughter. And at the end of the day, all of this is absolutely uncalled for. If this girl does not stop, I will be pressing charges for breaking and entering into my backyard. I will take this further. I do not want anything to do with this person. She needs to leave me alone, because if she comes on my property again, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Now, I also want you both to know that I did read and review the petitions that you submitted and the statements that went along with that. And honestly, it's very difficult to find any of this credible. I mean, in the sense that your accusations against each other don't, neither one of you is presenting with more credible accusations or descriptions of events than the other. It's difficult to sort through what may be true, what may be embellished, what may be untrue. What I can tell, obviously, is that there's a lot of, I guess, bad feelings. There's clearly not a warm relationship between the two of you. That's obvious. But I can't stress enough that, you know, this is a legal proceeding. There's law that governs this. This isn't like school or something where, you know, you can go to the principal's office and the principal can make a decision based on.
This isn't like school where you're the hot chick, Jordan. MB, love you, my friend. You know, she's got a better angle than me today, and I'm trying not to we're just dealing with it. We're already over an hour in. This is what we've got. But she does have that Zoom table angle that I don't have. But she also has all that clutter. Anyways, thanks for being here, and thanks for the compliments. You're so sweet. We've had such a great night. I'm smiling. We're gonna have a wicked members only this week. I don't know. I guess we'll have to do it on like Saturday night. Yeah, we're having a party.
What he thinks should happen based on how difficult you are to manage. It isn't like that. Each of you as a petitioner in a legal case has brought a lawsuit against the other. And the law has specific requirements that have to be met in order for the court to give you what you're asking for, which is an order against the other person. And those are not consequence free. Those orders don't just say, well, leave each other alone. They say that, and they say some other things, but there are consequences. Those orders, when they're put in place, if the restraint provisions of those orders are violated, those are criminal offenses that people can be arrested for, go to jail for. It's serious business. It's not just about people who aren't getting along. It's not just about some guy, as you said, Ms. Gorin. You know, it isn't as insubstantial as that. All right. So it has to be taken seriously. I cannot make findings that basically would say, I think it's better if you stay apart from each other. I do think it's better if you stay apart from each other, but that isn't a legal basis to issue an order against either one of you. And so for both cases, as I said, I do not find a credible version of events here. And I do not find that any of the elements of unlawful harassment have been met in either case. And therefore, both of you are being denied protection orders at this point. Now, I'm basing that on the record, which is the material that you filed here.
In the
and the
house!
testimony that
Not
you've
you,
given me.
Donald.
If there's
Although you
other
are in the
stuff,
house.
if there's other, you know, I've heard references to other people who have information. I've heard references to videos and recordings, but none of those things are part of the record in this case. All right, so I'm not considering
A
those
big
things
giant
as part of
double
my
D.
decision. I just want it to be clear to you that coming here to court for something like this is not a matter of just whether it's a good idea that people who are hostile to each other should stay away from each other. It's a legal proceeding, and there are legal requirements that have to be met, and they have not been here. So I'm going to
Your
give
Honor.
you both copies of my decision, the final decision in this case, which is ultimately it's a denial of the request for the order in both cases.
you know, I think they both got denied.
So, Your Honor, if she
Oh.
comes back on my property, do I just call the police again, or what do you recommend I do?
I'm gonna say this to both of you. First of all, you have to decide for yourselves what you're gonna do. I can't guide you through that. Second, if you believe that your safety is at risk, don't hesitate to call 911. That's what it's there for, and the police would rather come and not be needed than be needed and not be called, okay? And then if further things happen that you believe constitute harassment and would entitle you to an order, you're free to file another petition.
Thank you, Your Honor.
For the evidence for her calling my workplace, would I be able to just get like a written note from my manager, or will my manager have to come here?
I can't answer that question.
She's laughing. Look at her laughing. Is that your nail, girl? What is on your hand? Is that a Band-Aid? Is that an upside down
All right, so
pineapple
Ms.
Band-Aid?
Gorin, the court clerk is going to send you your copies of the court's orders by email. And then Ms. Conley, since you're here, you'll get your copies right now.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Yeah, Your Honor. Thank you so much. Does somebody do we want to watch a little bit more court tonight? Do we think we should watch one more hearing? I think we should. Next, there we go. Courtney said it. Let's do it. One more. We're off to the Doobie case. Over to Judge Anzalone. Judge, you've got a lot of volume in your hair. I've got you going today, or I've got my hair going with it too. I think yours comes naturally. Mine does not. It comes from a blue can. She looks miserable this morning. Did anybody get her Tim Hortons? Spoiler alert, you want to make somebody happy, bring them coffee. As I think about that, I realized the cute little lady that I work with brought me a coffee this week. One of the coffees that I like specifically, like she knows now which I like, and she brought it for me. She's like, I thought you could use a coffee today. It's so cute. She's so sweet. But was she trying to put me in a good mood? I don't know. I guess. I'm always in a good mood, but it's always fun to watch.
All right. In the matter of Summer Walter versus Devin Harris, that matter has been adjourned to October 13 at 8 a.m. It looks like payments were made, so. Okay, so that's been adjourned October 13 at 8 a.m.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
thank you.
I brought her
In the
one
matter
of the
of
little holders that I
Victoria
have for my cup. I
Kildea
brought her one.
Versus Jeremy Kildea,
She
that
wrote
matter
it.
has been adjourned to September 22nd at 8 a.m. October 20, let me see here again, September 22nd at 8 a.m.
Oh, I know, Donna.
You'll get a
I'm
notice in the mail,
Timmy's
but I'm
girl.
giving you notice today. If you want to pen
Here's a little cool Timmy's tip for you. The Timmy's app, at least in Canada, has like a word game associated with it in the app, and you can get points in it that you can redeem for like, oh, you hear that? They're coming. MB, you should. My hair has been just highlighted, so a lot of my gray is actually in my hair, and it works. Find you a hairdresser that can figure it out. My sister knows her shit, I guess. I don't know. I'm thankful because I don't. Anyways, but yes. So some of this like light stuff is my hair.
write it down again. September 22nd at 8 a.m.
I live near a sort of thoroughfare.
8:07. So Lisa Tarver versus Joseph Spresser. Joseph Spresser. Are you Joseph Spresser?
Austin Doobie.
Oh, okay. All right. This is the date and time set for a show cause in this matter. Mr. Spresser was given notice to appear. He has failed to do so. I'm going to
Don't
issue
fail
a
to
bench
show up,
warrant
bro.
for his arrest. Must that bond in the amount of 3,000 cash. In the matter of Whitney Wyrick versus Kevin Southwell.
Whitney and Kevin. Whitney and Kevin.
Good morning, Mr. Southwell.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
Good. So this is file number 2010-35643 DP. So this is a date and time set for a show cause. The original show cause, the balance owed was $20,362. This show cause is from back in May. The arrearage as of today's date has gone down $19,883. Looks like you paid $50 back in May. Do you have a payment to make today?
I do not, ma'am. I have
All right,
to go-
so you were working for Quality Cleaning. Are you not working there anymore?
No, ma'am. This summer I've had to take care of my 82-year-old grandma. So
Are you getting paid for that?
No.
So you can get paid for that through the state of Michigan. You can sign up, but sir, you can't not have a paying job.
Right, I understand that. But tomorrow I have to go to Petersburg to Stevenson disposal, so hopefully I have to get that job.
Stevenson's,
No,
and you got an interview there tomorrow?
yes.
All right, I'm gonna adjourn this out to September
Exclamation mark
22nd.
Monday.
Mr. Southwell, you're well above the felony level, so you can't not work. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Even if you don't like the job, you hate the job, you gotta work because this is an arrearages only and, you know, you just need to make payments. Okay, so I'm gonna adjourn this out to September 22nd. As soon as you get employment, let Miss Cam know, your worker. And then until it starts coming out of your check, you need to make a payment.
Okay.
What are you looking for a monthly payment, Miss Cam? Do you have any other kids? 150 a month?
He's starting his own baby
Well, that's all
making
he
business,
paid, so
ladies
it
and
would be nice
gentlemen.
to
That's
get
what he's
extra,
gonna
like,
try and do.
$200 a month.
Check my
So that'd be
PP,
$50 a
check my
week.
PP,
And until it starts coming out of your check, you need to make it, all right?
Okay.
All right, so
Thank
we'll see you back September 22nd at 8 AM.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Doobie. This is in the matter of Faith Star Double versus Austin.
Coffee in the
Doobie.
PP. I love it. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Is that you, Nabel? I won't say your full name, but thank you so much. Appreciate that. Coffee in the PP, baby. Thank you. Do. Streamlab sleeping on the PP. I don't let him touch it at all. I said, no, sir. No, not even a bit. None for you. Thanks again, Nabel.
File number 22-49172DS. Says the date and time set for show cause. You have a monthly charge of $600 a month. Your rearage was $18,546 back at the original show cause in May. Now it's $21,567. This isn't your first show cause. Last payment we received was $100 on August 20th. So, Mr. Doobie, did you request an income review through front of the court?
I have it right here, but
Did you have that court date yet?
Yeah, tomorrow I have a referee hearing tomorrow,
What time tomorrow?
8 AM.
8 AM. Okay, and that's to recalculate your child support level.
I hope so, because they're basing it off of a job that I've never.
No, is it scheduled for recalculating your child support or is it for something else?
They had me fill this out and fill out my job information.
Okay, okay, so that's to recalculate your child support. Are you working right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Where are you working at?
Domino's.
Domino's? Okay.
I've seen that.
Is that here in Adrian?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Can I get some of the cinnamon? Is it this? No, wait. I'm on my diet. I'm doing so good on my diet. But if I was not on my diet, at Domino's, my order would be probably not existent because I like Pizza Hut better. But I would get the cinnamon twists or whatever they are, and cheese pizza. Lately I've been getting really good thin crust pizza with it's like a mushroom caramelized onion pizza with an Alfredo sauce. Oh, on thin crust. It's delicious. But I don't know if Domino's can do that. Can they do that, sir? Could you tell us the answer to that question? I guess you could probably do whatever you want. Can you?
All right, so you did make a payment on August 20th. That's great. Make sure you show up for that referee hearing, whether it's via Zoom or in person. Don't miss it.
I'll be here in the morning.
Okay, don't miss it. Is it in person or via Zoom?
It's, I think in person.
So you might want to check that.
I'll check with.
Yeah, go downstairs to the basement level in front of the court. And you made a payment today too?
I could not. I had to pay $125 to the courts last week. So I paid $225 total to the courts, to stay out of jail. So, I had to do that, and right now I have $30 in my pocket, like this.
Okay, so Mr. Doobie, all right, Miss Cam, are front of the court hearings, referee hearings in person or via Zoom?
Normally it's via Zoom.
Yeah.
I don't have a phone, so there's, like, I don't have a phone.
Okay, so they're gonna have to make accommodations for you. So Miss Cam, I'm gonna send him down, so he doesn't have a phone to do Zoom.
Okay.
So I'll send him down, and if you can make sure they're aware that he's gonna have to come in person.
I'm gonna go down there anyway.
Okay, but it helps. Miss Cam would be there too to help you, all right? So, all right, I'm gonna set this out to September 22nd. And hopefully we have an order by then, and that'll be at 8 AM, okay?
Judge, is that
Are-
a step? Is that a status
Are you
conference?
here
or
on
is
this
that a-
one?
Sorry.
What are you here on, Mr. Bregman?
I was asked to be here for a show cause. It's been on my calendar for a long time. Faith Dubley versus Austin Dubby, or
Doobie.
Dubby.
Yeah, it was set for trial, but yeah, it was set for trial today. But I'm not, at this point, he's got a job and he's got an income review, so I'm gonna set it out to September 22nd at 8 AM. Mr. Doobie, every time you get paid, tips, whatever, you need to start paying on this and make sure you have all your documents for that referee hearing tomorrow, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All
Judge,
right, thank you.
is that September 22nd hearing a status conference, or is that a trial?
Status conference.
So you do not need me on that September 22nd?
No.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Do you need me for anything
Yeah.
else?
No, no, thank you, Mr. Bregman. All right, in the matter of.
Remember, Mr.
matter
Doobie is the one that
of-
was there and they got asked to leave the court because they fought in the court. If Rose was here, she would remind us. Also, you guys are making me want pizza so bad. Also, if I was in Italy, I would have a hat like this, but it would be nicer. And I would be dressed like this, and we could go on a boat and eat a lot of pizza. How does that sound? That sounds pretty good to me. Call me about it. Let's make it happen. Bill's off to call a travel agent. Love you,
Jacob
Bill.
Coley versus Sterling Sobe, file number 21-48774, DC. All right, looks like Mr. Coley is ordered to pay $898 a month. His rearage was $11,536 back in September of last year, but it's somehow 13, it should be more than that, but it's $13,044 now. Since our last show cause, which I'm not sure what day we were here on it, he paid $398 back on July 3rd. Got a letter for the doctor, that he's off until August 12th. And he has not showed up. Have you heard anything more from him, Mr. Anderson?
No, I have not heard anything else from him.
Okay, it's kind of the first day of school, so I'm wondering if people are like late because of that, but
Yeah,
all
that
right,
could be, I don't know.
I don't know. So I'm
Bruh,
gonna issue a
it is
bench
not the
warrant
first
for
day
his
of school.
arrest.
That's
I'm gonna
on
set
September
bond
2nd.
and the amount of
That's
2,500.
terrible news, Jessica, but
Right.
nice to see
You and
say
I
hi to Johnny.
have Jersey Garza versus Armando Damon, file number 21-49014 DC. This is the date and time set for a show cause. Mr. Damon was ordered to appear. He has a monthly charge of $534 a month. His rearage as of today's date is $4,131. He has failed to appear. So I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear. And I'm going to set bond in the amount of $4,132. All right, I believe that concludes our front of the court show cause docket. So everybody have a good day.
Oh, we are almost done, Judge. We're just going to talk about those little weird things. I don't remember about cauliflower. Oh, my goodness. My room. Whatever, it's time to go anyways. I hope that you guys are good. I think we can say that if I had to go to a 2-hour dinner, that my hair would appropriately hold. Do we think? I think I could use even more hairspray and it would hold even better. But I think this was a very good test run. The time tomorrow will be after members only on We Got a Case. So approximately 3:30. Aquanet. Honestly, we'll talk about in members only this week coming up on Saturday night, by the way. And thank you again, you guys, for so many gifts. Members only this week will be Saturday night, baby. You've all got a date with me. Don't forget. 3:30 Pacific. Yeah, so that's what, 3:34. Depending on the court that we gather. You know, I'm a hunter-gatherer of the court variety. I hunt and I gather court for us to consume together, like the lioness that I am. John will be live tonight in just under 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, my eyebrows. My eyebrows. We're having such a conundrum. Anyways. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Members only this Saturday. We're going to talk a little bit about lots of things. Maybe I'll even answer some questions. Like I don't answer questions already. But anyways, I think my hair is holding up pretty good. I'm very happy. I did this. This was me. I know it doesn't look that great to think that it wasn't, but I'm proud that it was me. Anyways, thank you again for all of your guys' generosity and love and just hanging out. All your words, they mean the world to me. Do me a favor, remember that I love you and I'm proud of you and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye. Bye.
Please don't